Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and here on a very gloomy Sunday. It's only 5 p.m., coming to 6 p.m., but it's still so dark. But I wanted to do something special here, guys, and shout out a phone that has been with me for many years. I haven't done one of these in a long time, but I want to talk about why I still am using the Pocophone F1, the original Poco, here in 2023. And guys, this is the Pocophone F1 that I've had for the longest time. I picked this one up in, I want to say, September of 2018, so it's been well over almost 4.5 years now, guys, since I picked this one up. But look at it, it's in absolute pristine condition. Now, with all the releases of Poco recently, I just took this one out again, and I just remembered how good of a phone this F1 is. And guys, to this day, I mean, look at this. That Face ID is still incredible. Now, what are my kind of 5 favorite things about this device? Initially was the build quality, guys. And as you see, mine is held up super well. Yes, it was a plastic, unapologetically plastic phone, but I got the red unit. And my gosh, I'm so happy I did, because, it still to this day has a cool look to it. And, now that, Xiaomi and a lot of Poco devices, they're pretty much made of plastic on the border and on the edge. This device was kind of ahead of its time, but it did it fully in this plastic format. And I think the design to this day still looks incredible. The other thing that was amazing about this phone, if you remember, was the display, because back in 2018, this was the year I started my channel, we had the launch of the Xiaomi Mi 8. And that was a phone that had a similar look to what this Pocophone ended up with in terms of display. Now, as you can see, we do have a massive notch on this thing. It looks pretty old-fashioned, pretty large bezel on the bottom, but the display is still holding up, and it looks great. Yes, it is LCD, but you know what? You really can't fault a 4.5-year-old device for that. The third thing that I just still love about this phone, guys, look at this Face ID. It's incredible. And a lot of people forget this, but this is not using that 2D, imaging Face ID. This actually has those infrared sensors similar to iPhone. And to this day, I thought you can kind of see it there when it lights up. See it again. There you go. And honestly, it is an incredible feature. I don't know why it was never included in any other phones, Android phones that came out, but what an incredible feature for 2018. The fourth thing that I just love about this phone is that it has been able to receive, and I think really overall this is so impressive, software updates. Now, we're still here on MIUI version 12 on this phone, and yes, we're running Android version 10. But for its time, considering how old this device is, the fact that it's even close to the latest software is just unbelievable. And, it's still very responsive. If you go to like an app like Twitter, you can definitely still use this phone. I wonder, guys, in the comments, hit me up if any of you are still using this device as your main phone. It would be incredible to see, but I don't blame you, because it's such an incredible device. Now, last but not least, the thing that I love about this phone was the price. When it launched, it was such an amazing deal. But to think that this phone has been supported as long as it has, yeah, certain things definitely have aged, like the fingerprint scanner on the back. That's kind of weird. The camera, it was good for its time. It was okay, but it definitely, it's nothing special. Now, you have all these amazing cameras now released. But look, the shutter is still plenty fast, and that's because this thing, if you remember, was using, let's go to it here. There we see 6 gigs of RAM, even for the time, was pretty incredible. And if I'm not mistaken, this was using the Snapdragon 845 when that was launched. And I think it's comparable performance to some mid-range, lower mid-range phones you see in this day and age. So when you factor it all together, guys, I just find this an incredible piece of tech that has withstood time. And now here comes the question, could I recommend the Pocophone F1 in 2023? Like, to picking it up brand new? Probably not. I think as a backup phone, if you, let's say, were you know, short on cash and you got a great deal for this phone, it might be definitely worth checking out. But if not, I mean, this has stood the test of time. And that's why I absolutely love it. And if you are still using this one, do hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. But that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon for future updates. We have a video bomber right here. What do you think of the phone? Pretty cool, huh?
Good.
Nice. So that's it for this one, guys. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. Pocophone F1. So long.